Let's jump right in. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into an ancient text to demystify a truly fascinating, angelic, and highly mathematical system of keeping time, the celestial wisdom and calendar of Enoch. Now, this isn't just a dusty piece of ancient history. We're looking at how humanity once viewed the cosmos as this perfectly ordered, divine machine. Imagine a universe where absolutely every star and season had its exact, unshakable place. Pretty wild, right? Okay, so to set the scene, we start with some pretty dramatic stakes. The patriarch Enoch is passing down the ultimate secret celestial wisdom to his son, Methuselah. And he gives him this specific instruction so the knowledge won't be lost to time. Preserve these books and hand this wisdom down to the generations of the world, literally to eternity. The text actually says this wisdom goes way beyond ordinary human thought. It claims those who truly understand it won't even be able to sleep because they'll be so eager to listen. It's supposed to please them more than a massive feast of good food. It's this epic passing of the torch that really sets the stage for a massive revelation.
Which brings us to Section 1, The Secret of Eternity and Enoch's Celestial Blueprint.
You see, this calendar isn't just about scratching tallies on a cave wall. The text presents this as a divine blueprint handed down by the heavens themselves. And the source of all this intel? Meet Uriel. According to the text, Uriel is basically the ultimate cosmic commander. He's the angel to whom the Lord of all creation gave explicit command over the heavenly host. He's the one who revealed the exact reckoning of the luminaries, the months, and the festivals straight to Enoch. Uriel has absolute power over night and day in the heavens, making sure light actually shines over humanity. So every single movement of the sun, the moon, and the stars turning in their circuits, it's all under his watchful jurisdiction.
Moving right along to Section 2, The Mathematics of Heaven and a Perfect Reckoning. From this grand, mystical universe of angels, let's zoom in a bit to the actual unbending mathematics that power this ancient celestial clockwork. The number is 364. This is the absolute crux of the entire Enochian calendar. The text actually celebrates the just and happy who walk in the paths of justice by sticking to this rigid, mathematically perfect 364-day year. To Enoch and his followers, this number is not an approximation. No way. It is exactly marked forever.
The text breaks down this dense celestial math brilliantly into a few simple steps. Step 1. The sun moves through the heavens, entering and departing from heavenly gates exactly 30 times for each cycle. Step 2. To keep the math perfectly aligned with the seasons, 4 intercalary days are added. These 4 specific days are used to separate the 4 portions of the year, which is what we call the seasons. And finally, Step 3. With those 4 extra days added to the standard 30-day months, the year is completed in exactly 364 days. The reckoning is true and the marked time is exact. Boom!
All right, Section 3, The Cosmic Management Team and the Angels of the Clockwork.
Now, to keep this massive 364-day clock running precisely, the text outlines a hierarchy that operates a lot like a meticulously organized megacorporation. Right at the top, you have the executives, the 4 leaders, whose job is to divide the 4 portions of the year and oversee those absolutely crucial intercalary days. Directly beneath them are the 12 leaders of orders. Think of them as the celestial middle managers who separate the months. And then, on the ground level, you've got the heads of thousands, who divide the individual days. Basically, every single star and luminary has an assigned manager to make sure they arrive exactly on schedule. Literally, nothing in this universe happens by chance.
So who exactly sits on the board of directors for this cosmic corporation? It's these 4 primary leaders, Melchiel, Helemelech, Melial, and Nariel. These ordained leaders are the heavy lifters of the calendar, holding the immense responsibility of separating the 4 parts of the year. And of course, they're backed up by a team of subordinate leaders with these weighty ancient names like Adnarel, Ijesuel, and Igelamiel. Let's look at Section 4, The Changing of Seasons and From Heavens to Earth.
We've talked a lot about the mechanics up in the sky, right? But how does all this translate into the dirt, into our actual lived reality on Earth? Well, at the commencement of the year, a leader named Melchijal, also known as Tamaani, or the sun, rises first and rules for exactly 91 days. During this 91-day rule, the perfect math above turns into very human realities below. The text gives us some incredibly vivid signs of his government on Earth. People experience sweat, heat, and even anxiety. But on the flip side, it's also a time of tremendous life. The wheat harvest comes in, roses bloom, trees produce fruit and sprout leaves, while the winter trees become withered.
Then, after Milkajal's 91 days wrap up, the cosmic guard changes to Helamelech, who is called the Shining Sun. His light also rules for exactly 91 days. But the signs on Earth shift pretty dramatically here. The Earth experiences burning heat and deep dryness. The fruit that appeared in the previous cycle finally ripens to completion, and we see vital agricultural and human activity taking over. Sheep mate and become pregnant, all the crops are gathered from the fields, and humanity gets to work making wine.
This brilliantly juxtaposes these shifting earthly rhythms. On one hand, you have the anxiety, the first wheat harvest, and the blooming roses. On the other, the intense, burning heat, pregnant sheep, and the making of wine. And the key takeaway here? These earthly changes aren't just random weather patterns. According to the text, they are driven entirely by the precise mathematical handovers happening between the angels in the heavens above.
Section 5. The cost of losing time, and when men mistake the stars.
But, there is a deep vulnerability for humanity in this system. Enoch issues a pretty stark warning here. Remember those 4 intercalary days that separate the seasons? Well, Enoch warns that humanity will actually fail to count them in the reckoning of the whole world. Because these days are unusual, men will be at fault, they'll be mistaken, and they will not know the time exactly. It perfectly contrasts the absolute perfection of Uriel's angels with the flaws of mankind. And the consequence? It's massive. Because losing track of these days isn't just about, missing an appointment. It means falling completely out of sync with the universe's justice and the divine order established by the heavens.
Which leaves us with this final, provocative thought. If we lose track of these ancient, precise celestial rhythms, the 364 days, the exact changing of the 91-day seasons, have we become out of sync with the universe itself? Think about it. As we rush through our modern lives, largely ignoring the phases of the moon or the exact shifting of the stars, are we the very people Enoch warned about thousands of years ago? Are we completely detached from the grand cosmic clockwork? It is a fascinating lens through which to view our relationship with time, nature, and the universe. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep asking questions and keep looking up.